What's going on, everybody? TheDeadlyRaven here, and welcome to the new series of my renewed Hardcore Ironman. I still haven't thought of a name for it, which I will by the next episode. But I just made a quick guide that you guys can follow through by text format. I got a couple messages saying that people were having a bit of a hard time just watching the video, so I made a list of writing all the steps that you should do when you first start off your account. For example, spawn in Lumbridge as a female. 15 fire making by Lumbridge Bank. I do go very in depth with a lot of things, and I've made it more so as a checklist that you can go step by step and do what you need to do. So I've completed it up to the point where you go to the Wintertodt, and I've created all the possible rewards that you can get here. I haven't updated the rest of it, which I will later on, so keep checking back. And this is just a quest list, basically, with the main goal being barrel gloves down here. A couple of icons down here. So yeah, the link to this will be in the description. You guys can go, afterwards, when you click on it, you can go File, make a copy, and then you'll have it in your own Google Drive folder. Yeah, so a link is below in the description, guys, and let's get with the video. Alright guys, so as it looks right now, the account is off to a pretty good start. We're about to hit 15 fire making after these logs here. And then I'm going to pick up all the items in the Lumbridge basement, so including the cabbage for quests like Black Knight's Fortress, as well as all the buckets, knives, pots, and jugs of water. Let's get this last log over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the account pay to play and head over to Al Kharid and do some thieving over there. There you go, just hit 15 fire making, and we're good to go with that. Alright guys, so we just hit 15 fire making from the logs upstairs in the Lumbridge Castle. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go across the river into Al Kharid, and with the 25 gold that I have, I'll pay 10 to open the gate, and then pay 15 gold to buy kebabs. They're 1 gold each, and they're going to give me enough health to heal while I pickpocket the man who spawns in the furnace. The reason why you want to go in the furnace room is because he's an instant click. You're not going to have to right click, like where's the man over here? Let's see. Yeah, so you don't have to go right click and pickpocket, you can just do it right away. Also, whenever you decide to do pickpocketing and thieving, always disable your player attack and your NPC attack, because it's going to make that option a lot easier, as so. You don't have the attack option at all, so you can never fight them. This is very useful if you ever decide to go blackjacking. And one more thing we're going to do over here now is we're going to go over to the ranged and magic combat instructor. If you drop your runes a little bit away, I like to be like 5-6 steps away, you can go talk to her and claim another set of runes from her, 30 and 30. So without doing anything, we have 55 air runes and 45 mine runes. Alright, so we just got members on the account, and now we're going to head over to Al Kharid, and we're going to get the men pickpocketing journey started. We're going to stay here until you have 260 gold. Oh, there's a big party. Shocker, I didn't know that. Once you talk to Brother Omad, I want you to go next door inside the monastery still and get a lit candle from the table. We're going to use that for the Merlin's Crystal quest. And that's where Brother Cedric is for our quest, south of Ardone. But we're going to go to him later on after we thieve about 450 cakes. Because this is the Wintertodt route, I'm going to be a little bit more prepared going into that area. So it's going to be a whole different setup with some things still staying the same. For example, we're always going to thieve food on a fresh Ironman account no matter what. And if you guys had gotten a log from the Lumbridge North Bank, you're not going to have to bring your axe here, but I had to bring mine and cut it. And I completed the quest, Monk's Friend. Got the law runes, and boom, there was a party. Cue in hardstyle music, which I won't this time. And then there you go, completion of Monk's Friend. 1 quest point, 8 law runes, which we'll use later, and 2000 woodcutting XP. Now we're going to start the grind to go straight for 50 fire making, and we're going to do that by heading south of Ardone and cutting oak trees and regular trees. I keep getting a lot of random events in this account. It's absolutely amazing. Fuck, like... And yeah, so we start back to the account, guys. We were cutting oak logs until about 30 or 36 fire making, and that's when we switched over to willows. The problem with willows is they're a little slow to cut, but they're very fast to burn. So around 36 wood cutting, I recommend you guys head over to teak logs, which is south of Castle Wars. The experience there is actually a lot quicker and a lot faster. But I decided to stay here, guys, until I had 36 wood cutting, so when I go, they're just a little bit quicker, right? I don't like wasting too much time, especially redoing the hardcore Ironman, so I want to be really efficient. And honestly, guys, like, these random events don't stop coming. Like, we got the Pillory Guard, which basically we have to go find the 3 shapes to get out of the jail or whatever it is. And sometimes you get a nice reward from it. You'll get a gem or some coins. My luck is absolute trash. What I ended up getting from it was, as you'll see shortly, I don't want to spoil it for you. Look at that. Bank is made. 20 gold. Yeah, sometimes it's better to not even do these random events because you won't get shit, but sometimes you'll get a good gem. So you gotta pick and choose. Do not do the beekeeper event, guys. So many players have died from it. Please do not do it. It's a waste of time and it's bugged. Afterwards, what I did is I teleported to Castle Wars after I burned my entire inventory of willow logs. And then I ran southwest, south of Castle Wars and all the way to the very west end until you reach like the far edges of the map. There isn't any dangerous monsters here, so it's pretty safe to go to, except for the bloated toads. Some random players will come by and do some big chompy bird hunting, and then you'll have these guys. But you gotta scare them off, see? Boom, gone. They didn't have to do anything. Start burning my logs here, and you'll get 90 XP from willow logs. These will give you 105 to burn. So look how fast I cut them. Boom, one log. Alright guys, so I'm here cutting teaks, and I think these two are role-playing, and it's the most depressing conversation I've ever read. I don't see you guys around here often. A bit farm from the outpost, no on toads. Ah, great, current is a great example. The house that deals in such magic should not be forgiven. I believe it is time to go back to Folder and continue to slay the guards in Saradoma's name. Yeah, what are these people on? Is this even a world, is this even one of those worlds? Like role-playing world? No, it's not. May I beseech your contact information to send you a post sometime? Guys, this is how you get girls in 2016. May I beseech your contact information? What? To send you a post time? Yes, that would be wonderful. Faithful night. Why is this guy faithful? You don't even know her, bro. Go slay some chicks. Capitalize. Shit, son. And then we have here, this guy's like, what am I reading? My boy Iron Worst. I think he's probably died hardcore Ironman just like me, failing over here in the corner. What am I reading? Send me a PM if you ever... Yes, that would be wonderful. Faithful night. What am I reading? Send me a PM if you ever need a void night. See, he broke out a character. You don't send a private message. It would be may I communicate with you via pigeon? May my pigeon chat with your pigeon in the forest of the bushes? What the fuck? Good luck on your travels, Lady Audrey. Until next time, knight. One day my dream of slaying the Calphite shall come true. It's fucking TRUE. How the fuck are you role-playing if you even spell? Oh my god. Alright guys, so a quick little update. I didn't want to film too much... Oh, fuck, one sec. I didn't want to film too much fire making content, but we're sitting at about 49 fire making with about 6k logs left. I mean 6,000 XP left. So we're going to need about 50 to 60 teak logs. Now my clan chat was really lit yesterday, and besides dissing me up for failing on blackjacks, they gave me a lot of tips from all the guys that decided to do Wintertodt, and it's actually more efficient from level 36 to level 50 fire making to do teaks. You'll cut them faster than willows, and they get more XP, about 15 more XP, so it's just going to make the experience a little bit quicker. There is only one tree here, and it does spawn fast enough, so what I've been doing is as soon as I cut enough that I need, I'll just burn it right in place right there, and then if I just move over here, it's going to come up. There you go. Guys, we just got our fourth bird's nest. I have no idea where it is under these feathers. What? A clue nest? Let's see what we got here. Okay, well, obviously it was going to be a clue scroll. I don't know if that'd be anything else. Shut up. Rip, dog. Alright, so we got search the crates near a cart in Varrock. Okay. First clue on the account. GG. Alright, so we're 2 logs away from 50 fire making, and then we gotta go. Oh my fucking god. And then we're gonna go get Clue Hunter outfit. Alright, so 50 fire making achieved, and we can enter Wintertodt prison. Awesome. Let's just fit into this roleplay. Goodbye, my friend. May I see you in the fires of the Todd. No, just kidding. Peace. Oh my god, what is going on with this account? I'm just trying to get my Clue Hunter pieces, and this guy just wants to give me a strength potion. Alright, so guys, as we're heading northbound to get our first piece of the Clue Hunter gloves and boots, you want to pick up a spade from the start of the Plague City quest, because it's the closest location and you don't have to travel. I heard some guys had to go to Falador, and it's like, why are you wasting so much time, bro? It's right there. So we got our boots and our Clue Hunter pieces. While we're here now, guys, make sure you start Barbarian Assault, which is still a little bit north of there, and you complete the entire tutorial. What that does is it unlocks the Barbarian Assault teleport, which we'll be using when we want to do Waterfall, Dwarf Cannon, and then it's a quick way to get to Ardone. Also, make sure you take about 40 planks while you're here, because we're going to be using those planks to enter Wintertodt at 10 construction. Head south to Yanil using your Castle Wars teleport, and then just run all the way east until you get the Clue Hunter cloak. go to Lumbridge and get your, if your clue if you have one, and get your steel woodcutting axe, as well as your coins withdrawn. What we're going to go do now is we're going to buy iron nails. Guys, I know I bought bronze nails and I fucked up big time. Make sure you buy iron nails, and make sure you buy at least 60 of them. You're going to be breaking a lot of them, as you'll see in the video later on, but you're going to need, I would say, buy 80 or honestly buy 100. Just use as much coins as you can because it's so much worth it. So then we're going to go across to the Goblin House, across Lumbridge Bridge. Bridge, yeah. And then we're going to use the canoe to go up. Because we have a decently high woodcutting level, we can go to either Barbarian Assault or Champions Guild. I like Champions Guild because it's a lot closer. But again, you got to be very careful when you go there, because the wizards on the south end of Vera can hit 6. So if you're still at 10 HP, which you most likely will be if you're following this guide, you can get you can get 2-shotted. And that's not fun for anybody. Now, once we get to the sawmill operator, guys, you're not going to buy bronze nails like I am in the video. You're going to buy iron and steel. I would recommend iron because it's a little bit cheaper, but pay attention, please. Buy iron nails as well as the saw. So the saw is the first item in the inventory in his shop, and also you got to buy iron nails. I'm reminding you 100 times because I don't want anybody to rage at me and be upset why they didn't get, why they ran out of nails, as I did when they were building their crew chairs in their house. So as you guys can see now, my clan chat started to pick up quite a little bit now, and it's literally just our YouTube community who want to log on. So if you guys are ever have any questions in terms of hardcore Ironman stuff or anything, you just want to chill and play, don't be afraid to join. I have made the requirement that anybody can enter, and just if you guys want to join, have a couple questions here and there. Everyone here is helpful and will answer your questions. And honestly, every couple hours, everybody just starts making a joke about blackjacking, and I get really sad. So you can join in on that too. Let's continue on with the video. I got my clue step next. So I had to go to the Yawn in the Varrock Library, equip a green gnome rope top, hammer rope bottom, and an iron warhammer. These requirements don't look too crazy, so we'll probably get them later on. But for the sake of this guide and the efficiency, I just went back towards just continuing on with my video. Yeah, so here you have me going back to buy a saw because I'm a fucking idiot. And again, I didn't buy my other things. I didn't buy the iron nails, I just stayed with bronze, so that's why I messed up. But make sure you buy iron. So at this point, you will not be able to teleport back to Lumbridge, because if you're efficient, it'll take you less than 30 minutes. And then so I just took the cannon back, the canoe all the way down to Lumbridge, and then got it through there. Came up here. Now, make sure you go back to Lumbridge Bank, or maybe you can do this on an earlier trip, and you want to get your fletching to about level 10. You can do this by just cutting these logs into arrow shafts, and then when you go to Rimington to build your chairs in your house, you can buy some feathers at Port Sarim feather shop. So that way, if you make about 500 bronze arrow shafts, and then you attach the feathers, you'll be closer to 8 or 9 fletching level. The reason why we want to get these levels ahead of Wintertodt is because when we go there, when you start fletching your logs and repairing the brazier, you'll get a lot more experience, because if you're level 1, you'll get about 4 XP and 1 XP respectively between construction and fletching, and that's really low and it's not really efficient. So if we just take maybe 5-10 minutes to level up these skills accordingly before, you can get your stats. Here you see me running around like a fucking loser with my 10 planks, because guess what? I bought bronze nails and I bought 60 of them and I ran out in my first inventory. So if you are going to buy bronze nails, I'd say buy at least like 300 of them. And guys, here's the moment that we've all been waiting for. I finally got to Wintertodt, and I made my screen full screen for you guys. As you can see, it lags a little bit, but this is Wintertodt in all its beauty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be posting content now as I progress in the account, so every 5 levels in fire making gains, as well as any good drops that I get. I'm hoping for a Phoenix Pet, a Tome of Fire, and I really want a Dragon Woodcutting Axe. So yeah guys, I'll catch you in the next episode, and peace out for now.